RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. The Bank of Edwardsville, the people you know and trust. And by Roberts Motors, the value store since 1949.
Student body and the student section across the way. Edwardsville in their orange and black. They're ready to roll too with flags and war paints and everything going on here. It's the red and gray against the orange and black here tonight. What about your war paint? You like that?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of got that, you got that boyish look going yourself here with a little Redbird pride going on.
Thanks to my neighbor, Caroline Thompson. Miss Thompson took care of that for us tonight. Redbird Nest, you'll be able to hear them. They're just to our right here, and they'll be...
It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
When you play sports like football, injuries are going to happen. That's why more area schools count on the Human Motion Institute's sports medicine pros to keep their athletes healthy and in the game. Our certified athletic trainers are part of the team, assessing and treating injuries right on the field. And if serious injury occurs, they're backed by an expert team of Alton Memorial Hospital surgeons and therapists. The Human Motion Institute at Alton Memorial Hospital. We're part of the team.
It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Edwardsville and Alton. Tony Bradley going to jump it up against Will Triggs, and we're going to get ready to rumble here at Alton High. Boys prep basketball. Nearly a packed house here. The stands are packed full of fans. On the far side, a lot of orange. Here on the near side, a lot of red. And the tip won by Edwardsville. And Richard Siebers hands the ball off to Matt Haber. And they set it up. Tigers running the offense. Redbirds, man-to-man defense, including Bradley and Triggs already battling down low. Two number 30s going at it. There's Triggs. Some help from Scruggs. Bradley leaning in there, but a traveling called on the big man as he spins into the lane.
Well, every time he caught the ball twice, and both times you had quick double teams on him. And that time, good help side defense came over and forced Triggs into a travel.
So Redbirds ball after the turnover. Here's a free throw line jumper by Lumpkins. No good. Bradley there to keep it alive. And he's laying on the floor with the basketball, and Triggs ties him up. Possession arrow is going to go to the Redbirds. Coach Mike Waldo wanted to travel on Bradley.
Tough to call, especially I don't know if he really gained full possession of the basketball until right as they made the jump ball call. So tough to call a travel on a kid when he doesn't have possession of the basketball.
Dorian Scruggs has it for Alton High now. Gives to the right side and Riddlespringer. Kevin back to Scruggs. Now they kick it to Lumpkins. Three ball in the corner. It's off the back iron. He misses one. It was a three, and it's still 0-0. And we are at 6:55 to go. And the basketball belongs to Edwardsville, right in front of the Alton bench. They throw it into Triggs, fouled by Lumpkins reaching in, and Mikkel got him on the arm there, the 5'8 junior. And Edwardsville will start their subs, and that will be a revolving door. Coach Mike Waldo subbing 1, 2, 3 players almost every stop, or so it seems. Nino Smith into the game. Shot underneath is missed under there by Ish Roundtree. Roundtree had a good look off the inbounds, but we're still scoreless. Here's Riddlespringer giving to Lumpkins. He almost lost it, grabbed it here on the sideline to Riddlespringer. 6.5 to go, scoreless game, first quarter. Back to Riddlespringer. Nice drive to the basket, up and in, off the glass. Riddlespringer quick to the rack.
Found a seam there along the left side of the lane, and that's what Alton's going to rely on, is that quickness with their guards, and they're going to hope to be able to take advantage of that to try to offset what Edwardsville should be able to do, pounding the ball inside.
Down to Triggs, and they kick it out, and it's going to be a turnover, and it's going to head the other way. And with 5:59 to go first quarter, 2-0 Redbirds, and they have the ball back.
Well, Triggs caught the ball in the paint, and he just held on to it too long, and once he kicked that ball out, he never got out of the lane.
Riddlespringer to the glass again, fouled, and he'll shoot 2 free throws. That foul's going to go on number 11, Richard Siebers.
It's a couple of quick moves now by Riddlespringer to get inside the lane and make things happen, and that time he draws 2 free throws.
Riddlespringer to the line, 2-0 Alton. 5:52 to go. His free throw is up and in. Riddlespringer will shoot again. Of course, 1 week ago here on a Friday night on this court, he had those game-winning free throws against Belleville West. This one's short, and Triggs will clear it. 3-0 Redbirds. Riddlespringer 1 out of 2. To the front court, Matt Haber. Down to Triggs. He has it outside the lane on the baseline. Now he puts it on the floor and a foul called. Bradley from behind. Lumpkins looked like he grabbed the steal, and Bradley with a little bump from behind.
It was close. Not too far long away, or another split second, and we were going to have a steal going the other way again, but Bradley gets called for the bump from behind.
Couple of subs in for Edwardsville, but also Brandon Elliott checks in for Alton, number 12. Out to the top of the key it goes, and it's Roundtree, 5'11" senior, giving the ball off to number 2, Nino Smith. Smith back to 3. That's Quincy Morgan now into the game. Now Siebers outside. 3 ball is missed. Triggs will run it down, and he'll bring it out to the 3-point line again.
Well, that's what Alton would want. They want to keep this ball out on the perimeter, force these Edwardsville guards to shoot from long distance instead of pounding that thing inside.
There's a drive to the block. Glass, no good. Missed it badly off the glass. Did Siebers. Back comes Elliott. Driving into the paint, kicks it to Riddlespringer. 3-0. Redbirds pitching a shutout here. Here's a kick to Lumpkins for 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Elliott keeps it alive, but Triggs will grab another.
Boy, he's a big body in there, and he just doesn't give a whole lot of room. You try to get some position inside, and he just takes it away from you.
Very athletic build, and puts it on the floor, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Alton ball. Off of Triggs last, as the Redbirds getting some hands in there when he puts it on the floor.
Well, that's 3 turnovers, and all of them on Triggs, too. And that time, a couple sets of hands got the ball in there, and looks like the big guy's a little frustrated right now. And Alton doing a good job of mixing things up there and just getting some hands involved, especially when he puts the ball down on the floor. And that time it forced another turnover.
Scruggs into the game, and Burris into the game too. This one off the glass, no good. Rebound Edwardsville. Tigers back the other way with 4:20 to go. First quarter. Edwardsville has not scored. Triggs inside. He's stuck under the basket. Out to the 3-point line, and the 3 ball is way short. Edwardsville tries to save it, but they saved it off of Triggs. He kicked it out of bounds. Alton ball.
0 for 4 shooting the basketball right now, and boy, just not even close on that one there. That 3 ball didn't even catch any part of the iron, and Tigers right now just a little out of sync offensively, and judging by the score, I think that's a fair assessment to make.
Yes, that time Siebers had a good look top of the keys. Open, had a defender flying at him, but here's Scruggs, free throw line. It's off the mark. Rebound, Triggs again.
Well, that's 5 boards already, and looks like he's going to be very active in this game, particularly on the boards.
Kenny Burris guarding Triggs. The lean in, and a foul is called. It's going to be on Burris. Number 32 trying to handle Triggs this time. Burris with his first foul. Team's 3rd foul.
James Edmond, number 2, Nicholas Smith for the Redbirds.
Redbirds with a 3-0 lead here. And we're at 3:42 to go here in the first quarter. They'll throw it out to the top. Tommy Anderson, number 5, into the game. Now to number 2, Smith. Anderson has it again. Again, he wears number 5 for the Tigers. Inside, finger roll, good. Nice move to the glass, and that was Tommy Anderson for 2.
He comes in off the bench and provides some much-needed speed there, and got quick to the glass and finally gets Edwardsville on the board. It took nearly 5 minutes, and he gets him on the board.
Redbirds turn it over as they throw it to the wing. Out of bounds it goes. Scruggs right back into the game here as Burris will sit down. Redbirds have Elliott, Riddlespringer, and Matthews on the floor with Bradley and Scruggs now. 3:05 to go. Clock ticking down, first quarter. Top of the key, Triggs again. Driving to the free throw line, kicks it to the corner. Redbirds with some good man-to-man defense in this first quarter. Here's a long 3, and it's good as one of their big men step out. James Edmond, a 6'8" senior with a 3.
No, you don't normally would expect that, but the big guy Edmond does step out and knock down a big shot.
And back the other way, a 3-ball for Brandon Elliott. Top of the key for the Redbirds.
Gives them the lead back by 1. Elliott, he was hot last week in about the first half, wasn't he?
Yeah, a couple of threes early in the game. 3 in the first half. It's 6-5 Redbirds. Down low, Bradley swats away a shot out of bounds. Good D there.
That was Roundtree going up with one there. And for a minute, it looked like he was going to have a nice kiss off the glass until Bradley comes out of nowhere and swats that thing out of here and says, not today.
6'2" sophomore with a block there, Bradley. 2:18 to go. They throw it in quickly to Roundtree. Out of bounds, off of Roundtree. Hands all over the ball again, including Ryan Matthews.
Need another opportunity to go up with the ball, and again, that thing got swatted away.
Lumpkin's going to check in for Alton for Scruggs. So the 3 guards now are Lumpkins, Riddle Sprigger, and Elliott. Matthews and Bradley, too, for the Redbirds. Here they come again. Front court, Riddle Sprigger with the dribble. Free throw line stripped away by Triggs. Triggs all the way down, fouled by Matthews before he had a chance at a layup, really.
Probably a good foul, but Triggs with some good hands there to get the breakout and transition going for Edwardsville. And Matthews will pick up his first foul.
Triggs a 73% free throw shooter, too. He wears number 30. Will Triggs, Triggs. Free throw is good. He'll shoot another. We're tied now at 6-6. Edwardsville won the JV game 43-35. An 8-point win for the Tigers, but it was close down to the end. 2:05 remaining, first quarter. Just underway here tonight. Live coverage from Alton High School. Free throw good. Just after 8 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. It's RiverBend basketball on a Friday night. Triggs with his first points. And now the Redbirds lose it out of bounds right at the Tigers bench, and 7-6 in favor of the Tigers.
Just being careless again with the basketball. They're not really taking care of it. Now 3 turnovers on each team.
Edwardsville basketball into the front court. Roundtree turned it over. Here comes Elliott. Alton ball. Elliott stops and pops, and his shot blocked out of bounds. Quincy Morgan, and a shot from the side or a block from the side like that is usually a foul, but they call it a block.
Well, he came up over the top and came out of nowhere, really, and the block made a nice play. Ball's going to stay with Alton out of bounds.
Ryan Matthews on the inbounds to Elliott. Back to Matthews to the baseline. 7-6 Edwardsville. They throw it into Bradley. He was wide open but slipped right through his hands.
Oh, it was a good pass too, and Bradley just wasn't looking for the ball there.
Right at the front of the rim. That would have been a well set up play and an easy bucket, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 7-6 Edwardsville, and the Tigers have the ball. Skip pass goes to Roundtree. 3-ball going up. Good. Left corner. Roundtree with a 3.
Couple of big 3-pointers by the Tigers here in this first quarter, and that one by Roundtree. Good looking shot from the left corner and knocks it down and gives Edwardsville its biggest lead of the game.
10-6. Redbirds ball down by 4. Here's Elliott with it to Bradley at the top. Back to Elliott. He's open. Free throw line. Missed it off the back iron. Had a good look.
He forgot to follow his shot up, though, there. If he follows his shot up, there was nobody there on a block out. He would have been able to get his own rebound.
Now Quincy Morgan will give it to Triggs, and they'll hold for the last shot. 30 seconds to go. Triggs has the ball in the center circle here.
Student section trying to get things fired up here.
Yes, they are. The Redbird nest. Now 16 seconds left, first quarter. Ball in the hands of Tommy Anderson with it. Guarded by Elliott. Now 7 seconds left. They skip it to Haber. A 3-ball is off the back iron. Got his own rebound. Up and missed it again. 2 threes, and he missed them both to finish the first quarter. And it's Tigers on top of the Redbirds after one, 10-6. Back at Alton High in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Hi, George Weber. Weber Chevrolet's year-end clearance is underway, making now a great time to save money when you buy and when you drive. Through the end of the month, we are offering the highest sales incentives of the year. And no matter what you hear in the media, believe me, our financing is still as available and aggressive as it's ever been, if not more. Combine that with our great incentives and you have the lowest payments of the year. And that's just the start of the great values at Weber Chevrolet in Granite City, Illinois. Or check us out on the web at webergc.com.
St. Anthony's Health Center, located in Alton, is serving the Riverbend area with quality patient care and comfort through comprehensive outpatient rehabilitative therapy services, advanced diagnostic technology, and emergency services, while also providing community education classes that benefit those of all ages. All brought to you by St. Anthony's Health Center's dedicated and caring health professionals.
With Louis Korak, Brent Birkeland back with you here. Live coverage at Alton High School. Redbirds and Tigers. Edwardsville with a lead after one quarter, 10-6. And they start the second quarter with the basketball. Matt Haber with it. Gives the ball off to Richard Sievers. Now Roundtree. Out high. Elliott went for the steal, but Haber has it. Down into the lane, Triggs. Triggs gets it stripped away by Lumpkins. Good D. He's headed to the hole. He lays it in. Lumpkins end to end for 2 points.
Well, another turnover for Triggs. Boy, they've got 5 in the game, and he's got 4 of them, and that time he just got the ball stripped out of his hands, and Lumpkins goes coast to coast.
Didn't even put it on the floor that time. 10-8. Tigers by 2 now. Here's Haber. Catches it in front of Matthews. Leans into the lane, but back to Triggs. Now a 3 for Roundtree, way off the mark. It's long. Here comes Riddle Sprigger for Alton. Redbirds could tie it with a bucket.
Good defense that time. Again, not giving the Tigers any kind of an entry pass into the post. Forced to shoot from the outside was Roundtree, and missing that one badly.
Lumpkins to Elliott. Both teams man-to-man defense, and now down to our left, it's Alton ball. Elliott. Free throw line, now to Lumpkins. He'll back it up. Redbirds being patient here in a 10-8 ball game. Lumpkins lost it. Riddle Sprigger has it. Back to Lumpkins. Now Riddle Sprigger fires a 3, and it's good. He waited, and then fired it home.
Finally got an open look and an open opportunity, and he goes ahead and takes the long-range shot. First 5 points go to Alton here in the quarter.
2 threes for each team. It's 11-10 Redbirds now. Triggs inside, fouled by Bradley. Missed the shot, but he went strong to the basket.
Now, if he's ISO'd one-on-one, it's going to be awfully difficult to keep him away from the basket. Bradley picks up his second foul. Going to send Triggs to the line. He doesn't have a field goal, but he's got 2 points at the line.
And again, their leading scorer at 15 points per game. Here's another free throw. It's off the mark, off the back iron. That'll be interesting to see how many field goals he has at the end of the night. He hasn't scored from the field yet, you're right. 2 for 3 from the line. He could tie it here at 11-11. Here's the free throw for Triggs. In the air, and good, and tied at 11. Redbirds ball. Here comes Riddle Sprigger over the timeline, right in front of us here with the dribble. Top of the key, keeps the dribble. Kicks it to Lumpkins. Lumpkins hands it to Elliott. Brandon into the lane. Back to Riddle Sprigger now. He and Elliott play catch on the right side. Down low to Scruggs. Scruggs up and under and lays it in. Nice move by the sophomore Scruggs.
Yeah, he got his defender up in the air after the pump fake and was able to lay one in and gives Alton the lead once again at 13-11.
Dorian Scruggs with 2. And almost a steal. It is a steal. Lumpkins the other way. Layup, good! Lumpkins picked and goes for 2 again. He's done that twice in the quarter already. 15-11 now, Alton by 4. Edwardsville with the ball. Matt Haber down to Triggs, lean in, missed it, then over the back, no call, missed it, and now his shot blocked away. It's saved to Edwardsville, and now a foul on Riddlespringer as he was reaching in and missed it. 5:02 to go, and Triggs had some point-blank chances there and missed a couple.
You can tell he's not really into it right now mentally. I mean, what the Alton team is doing here defensively is they're getting in his head a little bit, and he had a couple of easy opportunities there to knock a couple shots down and couldn't get them down, but Edwardsville's going to benefit from the call there. 16 foul on Alton, so they'll shoot the bonus the rest of the way.
Edwardsville will throw it in. 6 team fouls on Alton, and now a foul again. It was Riddlespringer a moment ago, and it's going to be him again. 2 quick ones on number 14.
Well, that's going to send Tigers to the line now, and it's going to put Triggs right back on the line again. This will be free throws number 5 and 6 for him.
Here we go. Triggs for more from the line. Free throw in the air, no good, missed it, tipped out though, and Edwardsville will keep it again. Nino Smith to Haber now, center circle.
I jumped the gun. I thought he was getting 2 free throws there, but it was the one in bonus, but he missed the first one.
3 ball is missed by the 6'8" James Edmond. Back come the Redbirds up by 4. Alton ball, it's Riddlespringer, 4:38 to go, first half. Scruggs, set shot, 3 ball, it's missed. Long rebound, Matthews went for it, but he'll pick up a foul as Roundtree grabbed the rebound. The fouls are now 8-1. Alton has 8 fouls.
For a minute, I thought you were going to say 8-0
to 0.
But you could pretty much tell off of every Alton miss. Can you recall an offensive rebound yet? It's pretty much been one and done for him. Edwardsville doing a good job of boxing out and grabbing these defensive rebounds, and that time Matthews gets called for his first and sending Roundtree to the line.
And he hits the first free throw. He's got 4 points now. Had a 3 ball in the first quarter. Now the Redbirds have 2 fouls on Matthews, 2 on Bradley, 2 on Riddlespringer. So we'll keep an eye on those players. There's a shot up and in, and it's now 15-13. Both free throws good. Alton basketball. Elliott holds it outside, front court. Now center circle. Elliott still with the dribble. Now to Riddlespringer. Alton by 2 here. 15-13. And there's a foul on a reach in. Riddlespringer fouled, and the Tigers will pick up a foul.
Did you hear that little Bronx cheer here behind us?
I caught that. Siebers, number 11, with his 2nd foul.
Yeah, and he's got both fouls. He's got both fouls, both team fouls. Oh, good play by Roundtree.
Roundtree with a steal, and he lays it in on the inbounds. It's 15-15.
I don't know if you call that a good play by Roundtree or just a bad pass by Alton. I'd say a little bit of both.
Alton ball, tie game now. Redbirds' 4-point lead is gone, and Riddlespringer will back it up. Center circle again. Nice move to the glass. Left hand blocked by Triggs, but he'll pick up a foul. Got the block, but may have got him a little bit with the body.
He's got a big enough body to do it. Certainly the block looked good, but I think you're right. It might have been just a little bit of body contact there, and it's going to send last week's free throw hero to the line.
At the line again. He's 1 for 2 already tonight. Hits another. He's off to a quick start with 7 points. 7 of the Alton 16 points. Here's another. Riddlespringer hits them both. 2 for 2.
Gives Alton the lead once again. At 17-15, we're at 3:33 to go here in the second quarter.
Reach-in foul on Riddle-Springer again.
Oh, boy.
3 fouls on Kevin now.
Wow. If there was any contact there, what a bad place to pick up a foul. Right in front of the Alton bench, really nothing going on there.
Way outside. And not only that, but Riddle-Springer with 8 points and now 3 fouls.
And Lane Bennett having a word. I don't know if he's talking to the coaches or not. I don't know. I don't think he realized. He might not have realized there were 2 fouls on him.
Free throw, good by Tommy Anderson, number 5.
I mean, just looking at his body language, it looked like he turned around and said something to his assistant coach, Steve Medford. I'm wondering if he said, did he have 2 fouls on him? If he did, I wasn't aware of it.
This one's in and out, no good. Scruggs with a rebound. Alton with the lead, 17-16. Edwardsville back to their man-to-man defense. Here's Brandon Elliott with it. Elliott near the timeline to Ryan Matthews. Matthews to Lumpkins. Lumpkins to Elliott. As they run the weave, the 3 guards out high. This one's tipped into the backcourt, though. Scooped up by the Tigers. To the glass and inside, good. Nice move there. Richard Siebers for 2.
That was all created by Anderson's aggressive defense right here at the midcourt stripe and forces the turnover. Siebers is able to go one-on-one and give Edwardsville the lead again.
18-17 in favor of the Tigers now. Back and forth we go. Each team has had some small leads here. We've been tied here in the first half. And it's a 1-point game in favor of the Orange now. Red basketball. Kenny Burris bounces to Scruggs. Nobody looking, and Matthews picked it up finally on the weak side, and he was fouled there on the baseline. Edwardsville with a foul.
It was an errant pass. If Anderson, it's tough for him because he's going one-on-one with his man defensive-wise. If he turns around, he's got himself an easy turnover. The ball kind of caught him by surprise, and he winds up picking up the foul, his first of the game.
And Dorian Scruggs was open, but the pass would have been a little better. He might have had a good look himself originally there. Levon McDougler in the game now for Alton. McDougler, number 24.
Well, it looks like Edwardsville's got a little bit of they still got Triggs in the game, but a little bit of a quicker lineup in there now.
Here's Elliott to the top. McDougler driving, glass, and good. It popped into the air and falls through for McDougler.
Well, after a 6-point first quarter, the Redbirds are up to 18 for the game now, and 19, and they have a 1-point lead.
Triggs hit the in pass there, from Roundtree to Triggs for 2.
Took him to the 152 mark of the second quarter to finally hit a field goal in this game, and that was about as easy as one as he's going to get.
20-19, Edwardsville now by a point. Here's Lumpkins with it. He'll back it up to Ryan Matthews. McDougler swings it to Elliott. Brandon Elliott back to the top. McDougler gives to Lumpkins. McDougler again, driving again, kicks it to Matthews. Left elbow shot up, missed. Rebound, Edwardsville has it on the end line, and they're headed the other way again.
Once again, for Alton, one and done.
1:10 to go till halftime. Number 3 with the basketball, Quincy Morgan. Now they give it to Roundtree in the corner.
Looks like we're going to spread this out once again. Mike Waldo wants to hang on to this last possession. He's got a 1-point lead. He's going to have his team take the final shot here, and it looks like Alton's going to be content just to let him go ahead and milk the clock.
40 seconds now as they hold it at midcourt. And hold it some more. Number 22, Matt Haber with the basketball. Now we're down to under 30 seconds left, second quarter. 20-19. Tigers over the Redbirds by 1 point. Coach Lane Bennett looking down at Coach Mike Waldo to find out when he's going to start his offense here. Keeping an eye on Waldo. Now the Tigers run the offense. Skip pass, almost got away. Down the baseline, though. Glass and good for Siebers. 2 seconds left. Matthews from half court off the glass and missed it. And so at halftime, Edwardsville with a 22-19 3-point lead. Back with halftime in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
State Farm serves over 75 million auto, fire, life, and health policies in North America. And in the Riverbend area, Tom Lane is the newest face of State Farm. With 10 years' experience, a highly trained staff, and a good neighbor attitude, he provides his customers with exceptional knowledge and service. Call 377-8912 or visit them on the web at tomlaneagency.net today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Take a look at the latest J.D. Power & Associates insurance certifications for customer satisfaction. Know what each certified agency has in common?
Each is with American Family Insurance.
In fact, American Family Agencies are the first agency certified by J.D. Power & Associates.
According to our policyholders, our agents deliver an outstanding customer experience.
American Family Insurance.
All your protection
under one roof.
Call me, Gerard Fisher, at 466-7062 or stop by 3014 Godfrey Road.
What do I have to do to sell you a car?
Roberts Motors, easy to get to, just off Highway 67 or Highway 3 in Alton.
Make life easy for yourself at the United Methodist Village.
With no more stairs and no more home upkeep in a spacious apartment or villa home, with no upfront endowment and just one monthly fee, you stay in control of your finances. Now that's easy and smart. Countryside living that is fun, neighborly, and only minutes from the Clark Bridge. The United Methodist Village, where living is easy.
I only wish I'd have moved here sooner.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. The Bank of Edwardsville, the people you know and trust. And by Roberts Motors, the value store since 1949.
Well, and it's a no-brainer. I mean, why risk him against this aggressive team, having him pick up his 4th foul? Then you're going to have to basically sit him out till the middle of the 4th quarter.
Dorian Scruggs, couple of sophomores out there for Alton, Scruggs and Bradley. Here's Matthews to Scruggs. Elliott on the right wing, Lumpkins on the left wing. Here's Elliott on the right side. Back to the top it goes. And Brandon Elliott again to Lumpkins. He's open for 3. It's off the rim, no good. They fight for the rebound, and Edwardsville out of there with it. Scruggs will tie him up with a jump ball. And it's a foul. I thought it might be a jump ball there, but Scruggs with a foul.
I thought it might have been a jump ball as well, but not the case. I don't think Triggs saw him coming from behind like that. And he gets whistled for the foul. Scruggs does, and again, Alton one and done. Just cannot get any offensive rebounds here tonight.
Edwardsville basketball into the lane. They drop it off. Lumpkins had the steal, but then it goes to Triggs, up and in, and one. As Elliott is going to foul Triggs, and that ball pinballing around as Lumpkins almost had the steal.
That was a broken play, and Triggs is the beneficiary of that one, and he's able to convert, finish, make it a 5-point game. Now a chance to give Edwardsville its biggest lead of the night.
Ball fell right in his lap, and a layup and a foul, and now a free throw. It's good. 3-point play, 25-19.
Well, all Lane Bennett there could do was laugh, and he just laughed that one off. He knew his team did everything it could. Just happened to catch a bad break.
To the corner, Scruggs up and missed it. Got his own rebound, missed a wide open layup, and back come the Tigers.
First offensive rebound you get, and you miss the shot.
Inside, good, and one, and we have another foul on the Redbirds. Bradley going for the charge, but Quincy Morgan to the glass.
Bradley's 3rd foul, and boy, Edwardsville has come out of this halftime with a vengeance here. 5 quick points. Free throw here could make it 6, just like that.
And now the free throw is missed, and the Tigers are over the back. Matthews there, and over the back it's Richard Siebers with a foul.
You believe this? They've got 5 team fouls in the game, and he's got 3 of them.
3 fouls.
5 is the team.
5 is the total.
So 60% of the fouls on one player.
And he's still out there with 3.
I'm surprised.
6:33 to go. 3rd quarter. Redbirds down by 8. McDouglar gives to Scruggs. Now to Matthews. Ryan Matthews to Brandon Elliott. Deep in the left corner. Now back out to Scruggs. Right side it goes to Lumpkins. Now Scruggs again will back it up between the circles. Lumpkins to Elliott. Redbirds still at 19. They haven't scored in the first 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Scruggs to the free throw line. Now Elliott for 3. And Brandon missed it off the rim. Rebound Tigers. Redbirds with another foul.
0 for 4 shooting the basketball here in this quarter. And once again, boy, this Edwardsville team doing a really good job of boxing out and not giving this athletic team any opportunities at offensive rebounds. They've got 1 in the game, if you can believe that.
3 fouls on Matthews now.
So that's a trio of starters with 3 fouls in the game.
5:50 to go in the 3rd. 27-19. Pass over the head of Triggs, or through his hands, and right to the Redbirds now.
It wasn't the best pass, but it certainly was one that I thought he could have handled. Just went right through his hands.
5:35 to go, 3rd quarter. McDouglar waiting for a guard. Still waiting, gives it to Lumpkins. Lumpkins into the lane, missed it short. Tipped it to Scruggs, though, and they'll keep it. Redbirds ball down by 8 points. Scruggs, right wing. McDouglar now to the top. Driving, kicking it to Lumpkins. Inside, good, and one. As Lumpkins will go for a 3-point play as he drove into the lane.
Finally got some dribble penetration in there, and pick up the foul. Looks like Morgan's going to pick up the foul. And Lumpkin's going to have a chance to convert the three-point play.
6 points for Lumpkins now. In the air, good. Free throw. Makes it 27-22, 5-point game. 3-point play. Lumpkins with 7 now. Riddlespringer with 8, and again, he's on the bench right now with 3 fouls.
Alton with some full court pressure, and Edwardsville, for a little bit of trouble, is able to break it.
To the top of the key, and a 3 going up, missed. Rebound Scruggs. 3 ball for Matt Haber, no good. Here's Brandon Elliott into the front court for the Redbirds. 4:50 to go. Scruggs will set shot, a 3 ball, no good. Hodges with a rebound, and a foul is called on the Tigers, it looks like, on the weak side. It's going to be DeMarco Hodges maybe with a foul instead. Give the foul to Alton.
I think so. Didn't think there was much there, but call was made on the back, maybe just a hand in the back. I didn't see much there at all, if anything.
Well, Riddlespringer is going to come in, so we'll see what happens here. 4:40 to go, third quarter. Redbirds need a kick start, and that's why they bring Riddlespringer into the game with Lumpkins and Elliott, Scruggs, and McDouglar. Edwardsville ball right in front of the table here. We are courtside at midcourt. Triggs inside, blocked away. Scruggs got a piece of it, it looked like. Riddlespringer to the glass, blocked away, but a foul called as he goes end to end. Kevin Riddlespringer with a step.
It's going to be Anderson's going to pick the foul up, and again, when Alton has some success scoring the basketball, they get out into quicker transition here, and there was an opportunity there after the block shot, and Riddlespringer's going to get 2 free throws.
Free throw off the mark. He'll try again. 8 points. He's now 3 for 5 from the line. We'll see if he can get this one, make it a 4-point game. He does. Edwardsville's lead, 27-23. 4:24 to go in the third, and Roundtree with the basketball to Triggs, guarded by McDouglar. Double team Scruggs. Here's Anderson, stripped away. Elliott the other way. Brandon Elliott to the glass. No, follow, missed. Riddlespringer was bumped. No call. Now the Tigers with a travel, and it's going to go the other way as Edwardsville jumped into the front court, and then Tommy Anderson walked with it.
Well, they're trying to get going too quickly here with the ball instead of being a little more patient with it. And Anderson and Morgan are both going to take a seat. And Siebers is going to get back into this game. He's just going to have to be careful. There's still a lot of time here in this third quarter. You don't want to pick up that. A lot of players with 3 fouls in this game. Who's going to pick up the 4th one first?
Riddlespringer has 3. He's in there. McDouglar, top of the key, 3, and it rolls in. How did that one roll in? Hit the flat part of the rim. It laid there for a while and rolled in.
I don't know if I've ever seen anything like that. Almost like the ball was flat.
Wow.
Somehow it got the bounce.
Triggs to the baseline, traveling called. Redbirds with a little momentum now. Tigers lead is 27-26.
Oh, this double team is really giving him some problems and forcing him into a number of turnovers here tonight. That's 6 alone on Triggs, and they've got 10 as a team.
Coach Mike Waldo calling a timeout for the Tigers, who lead the Redbirds by 1. 3:37 to go, third quarter. Back at Alton High School in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Buy a Ford car, it hurts.
Listen to what people are saying about the Bank of Edwardsville.
It is a pleasure for me to bank at the Bank of Edwardsville.
Your entire staff was professional, thorough, and very helpful.
I was told I would be taken good care of, and that was the understatement of the year.
Because of the excellent service I received, I have transferred both my savings and checking accounts to the Bank of Edwardsville.
We appreciate the dedication the bank provides.
And that's why I work at the Bank of Edwardsville.
sports, food, and good times. All this and more are waiting for you at Alton Sports Tab. Gather the crew for a night out, or better yet, bring in the whole family and enjoy the best burger or wings in town. We offer daily specials, an affordable menu, and a family-friendly atmosphere. Visit our new Caribbean-themed edition. We also have banquet and meeting rooms for your special occasion. Alton Sports Tab, serving up sports, food, and good times daily at the intersection of Route 140 and Homer Adams Parkway in Alton.
Back in A-Town here, Alton Redbirds hosting the Edwardsville Tigers, 27-26. Edwardsville going to bring 6'8" senior James Edmond into the game. For the Redbirds, it's Riddlespringer, Lumpkins, McDougler, Elliott, and Scruggs. Same 5 for Coach Lane Bennett.
Well, just when you thought Edwardsville was going to start pulling away, here comes Alton with a 7-0 run. It's 27-19, and now Alton with a chance to take the lead here once again.
That 8-point lead gone. Alton ball, Riddlespringer to Scruggs. Scruggs traveling top of the key. He shuffled before he put it down.
I just looked down to see how many turnovers Alton had in this quarter. And before that, you know how many they had?
0. One of our favorite numbers. 0, the big Z. 27-26, 1-point game. Tigers lead, they have the ball. Down to Triggs, double teamed, and there's a steal again. Scruggs the other way, free throw line, stops and pops, and it rolls in, and the Redbirds lead it 28-27.
Another mistake by the Tigers, and Alton gets into transition. Scruggs gets the benefit of the roll, gives Alton a lead.
Roundtree at the top of the key, back to the corner it goes. Now Siebers kicks it to Roundtree, right wing, 3-ball, good! Roundtree answers with a tray.
Well, we haven't heard much of him in this game, but boy, he's hit 3 shots, and all of them have been at critical times. That gives Edwardsville a 2-point lead. Another big 3-point shot from Roundtree. He's got 10 in the game.
2:30 remaining, third quarter. McDougler gives it to Lumpkins. Redbirds free throw line. Lumpkins missed it. McDougler tips it in. He leaped into the air and just slapped it in with the left hand.
Well, now they're starting to get some hands in there and picking up some offensive rebounds, and that one, just a nice easy tip in. There's no box out on McDougler, and he ties the game up.
Triggs has it. Back out to Siebers. Now Quincy Morgan holds the ball at the 3-point line. Richard Siebers, left side again. 1:55 to go. 3 seconds in the lane. 2 Tigers camped out in the lane. 1:54 to go in the third. It's 30-30.
Well, Triggs got in there, and he never got out, and I was counting myself in my head. I probably counted him in there for 7-8 seconds, and they finally were able to recognize it.
There's a steal for the Tigers inside. Shot missed. Now another one off the glass, no good. And they'll get another offensive rebound and set it up to Roundtree. 3, in and out. Triggs with a follow, good, and 1. Another offensive rebound. It looks like McDougler with a foul.
Well, just a careless turnover by Alton. Just a poor turnover there, and a decision right underneath their basket. Edwardsville, they had a couple of easy opportunities there. Morgan especially had 2 chances. Triggs followed up the offensive rebound, knocks it down. Chance for the 3-point play.
And he gets it. The free throw makes it 33-30. Edwardsville back on top, breaking the tie. And now it's Redbirds ball. 1:38 to go in the third quarter.
Got 11.6 here in this third quarter, and all 6 off of, he's going to pick up a foul, but all 6 points on 3-point plays.
Triggs with his second foul as he commits a foul at the top of the key.
You don't want him picking fouls this high in the front court.
Bradley back in the game for Alton with McDougler, Scruggs, Lumpkins, and Riddlespringer. Lumpkins driving, and he'll now come back to the center circle. Lumpkins gets a pick high from Bradley. Now Glass, good! Lumpkins off the glass and in.
It looked like a low percentage shot, but somehow it was able to kiss off the glass and in.
Edwardsville with Triggs at the top of the key. Gives it to Quincy Morgan. Now to Tommy Anderson, number 5. Back to number 3, and that's Morgan. Will Triggs, top of the key, guarded by Bradley. Now deep in the left corner, Anderson again. Guarded by Scruggs. Skip pass goes to Morgan. Drives in, now Triggs, stuck under the basket. 3 ball the other way, and a whistle, and a foul is called. It looked like Lumpkins was just blocking him out on a missed 3. And they're going to call a foul.
It's going to put Chase Carroll at the line for 3. Yeah, he's going to get 3 shots.
43.7 seconds to go. Free throw, short. He missed it.
Oh, he's going to hear it now. Shooting hairball in the first free throw. He's going to hear it from these Alton fans on both of these.
Got all net, but just the front of the net. This one's short, got the rim. Front rim, 0 for 2. Tigers 33, Redbirds 32. Closing in on the end of the third quarter here. This one's good, 1 out of 3.
I don't think 1 out of 3 is what Mike Waldo and Chase Carroll had in mind there, but it gives Edwardsville a 2-point lead.
Alton down into the paint again. Edwardsville with a foul. And this one's going to be called on Tommy Anderson, maybe. It'll be his 3rd foul.
Send Bradley to the line. We haven't called his name out for any points yet tonight.
Free throw, missed it off the rim. He'll shoot again. 34-32 ball game. Tigers by 2. 38 seconds remaining, third quarter. Shells and Oilers coming up later on tonight. That's game 2 of our doubleheader. Missed them both, and Scruggs there to fight for the rebound, but off of his hands, out of bounds. Here comes Ryan Matthews in for Alton. Matthews in for Riddle-Sprigger, looks like. Edwardsville ball, but the press is on for Alton here.
We haven't seen much of this from either team tonight. I'm a little surprised.
Now a travel in the backcourt is picking up his dribble. Matt Haber, no defender near him, and he walks at the free throw line.
I don't know what he did there, or what his thought process was, but that's 7 turnovers now for Edwardsville here in the third quarter alone. They had 6 the entire first half.
Timeout Alton. Lane Bennett would like a 30-second timeout. And the Redbirds would like to get a bucket here at the end of the quarter, tie things up to go to the 4th.
Didn't look good at the start of the quarter by any means. They fell behind by 8 points, fought their way back in with a 9-0 run and got the lead. And it's been nip and tuck pretty much throughout this game.
We had a tie at 30-30. Edwardsville leading now 34-32, 2-point game, and it's Alton Redbirds basketball. Riddle-Sprigger with 9 points. Lumpkins with 9 points. He's had a big 5-point quarter. McDouglar with 5 in the quarter. He has 7 off the bench.
We want to thank you for your contribution. Again, we do have a 50-50 ticket winner. Thank you.
33.7 seconds remaining. Third period. Redbirds ball. They throw it in. Riddle-Sprigger right back in for the offensive end here and to run the offense.
Probably one shot.
Riddle-Sprigger to Lumpkins. 20 seconds to go. Matthews has it now. Ryan Matthews with the dribble. Driving in, kicks it to the corner. McDouglar with 11 seconds left. Riddle-Sprigger again. Here he goes through the defense to Scruggs. Layup good! Scruggs with 3 seconds left. Tigers will not be able to throw it in. They were waiting on a trigger man, and Riddle-Sprigger breaks down the defense. Scruggs ties the game.
Well, once Riddle-Sprigger got into the lane with a step, he was able to create an opportunity for Scruggs. He's able to lay it in, and we're right back where we started from at the start of the game. Winner of this final 8 minutes is going to be the winner of the game and going to pick themselves up a nice conference win here.
34-34, back with the fourth quarter. at Alton High School in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Pays you for getting A's. Liberty Bank pays students for getting A's in school. Open a student-free A's checking account, and every semester get paid $2 for every A you earn, and $10 for straight A's. Plus, Liberty Bank free Easy checking has no minimum balance.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're now approaching the island of Bora Bora. Enjoy your stay.
This beautiful home contains 8 bedrooms, 2 family rooms, and a private jacuzzi just off the master bedroom.
Hey, anybody up for a cruise in my sweet boat?
What are you going to do with all the money you save from buying your car at Roberts Motors?
Roberts Motors in Alton or online at RiverBenders.com.
For nearly 120 years, First Cloverleaf Bank has played a vital role in shaping the history of Edwardsville and Glen Carbon, putting our customers, our people, and our community first. It's good to be first. First Cloverleaf Bank.
Ends 15-7 run there to end that quarter. Get this thing all evened up.
Roundtree has it down to Triggs, back out to Siebers. 3 is off the rim, no good. Follow missed. Bradley will grab it for the Redbirds. Riddlespringer down to Lumpkins, and they'll bring it back out. 7:30 to go.
I think Triggs had him an easy follow up there, and it looked like Morgan also going for the offensive glass. You had 2 guys going for a ball.
Riddlespringer missed the first shot, got his own rebound, another miss. Now the Redbirds with a 3rd chance. No good. Edwardsville ball.
Boy, after the 3 ball, 2 easy opportunities inside. Just could not get that shot to fall down.
Lumpkins almost had a steal here on the sideline. Out of bounds. Edwardsville ball. We're still tied. 34 all. Tigers will throw it in. They do to Roundtree. Down it goes to Triggs. Inside, reverse layup. No good. Tipped around. Siebers has it. His reverse layup is good.
Still his offensive rebounds for Edwardsville that have been big, and 6 points for Siebers now. 6 big points in this game for him. He followed up the easy miss by Triggs, who I thought was going to knock his shot down. His teammate was there to bail him out.
2-point game again. Edwardsville up. Inside, give and go. Glass missed. Rebound. Lumpkins out of there with it to Matthews. Matthews inside. Rolls it off the rim. But Edwardsville with a foul inside the free throw lane.
I just looked, and no points for Matthews in this game either. And there's Siebers with his 4th foul, so he becomes the one to hit 4 fouls first in this game.
Matthews free throw, good. He could tie it with this one. 36-35. Here's Haber for Siebers into the game. Well, we were tied at 30, tied at 34. Could be tied at 36 here with 6:39 to go. Matthews 2 for 2. We're tied again.
Number 12, Brandon Elliott.
Well, and Siebers is going to take a seat. It's going to be Haber once again. I think Mike Waldo's going to hold Siebers out for a couple of minutes. Don't want to lose him to a potential 5th foul with this much time on the clock.
6.5 minutes to go, and Bradley with a foul on the baseline. And Bradley didn't agree with it, but his teammates keep him away from the officials here.
And that's 4th personal foul on Bradley now. The 7th team foul on Alton, so Edwards will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
5 out of 7 for Triggs from the line. He has 11 points in the game. Free throw. Good. 6:29 to go. He gives Edwardsville the lead again.
He's got good free throw shooter. Good form for a big man.
He's made 3 in a row here in the second half. In the air and back iron, no good. Long rebound goes to the Tigers' Tommy Anderson.
Oh, it just fell into the hands of Anderson. Alton did not do a good job there of boxing out.
Here's Morgan with it. Drops it back. Now they swing it to Triggs. Right baseline.
4 people were about ready to surround him there.
Quincy Morgan hands it to Haber. Center circle. Now at the high post, Triggs driving down, left hand, no good, and then over the back of Scruggs, who had the position, and Triggs has missed a lot of shots close in.
Yeah, that's another one. He had him isolated one-on-one and just missed the little 2-foot hook, and shot that he knows that he's got to go down. You're going to win a tight game like this, and now both teams are going to be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Scruggs at the free throw line. He's at 6 points tonight. Free throw, good. Ties the game, 37 all. 7 for Scruggs, 7 for McDouglar. 9 for Lumpkins, 9 for Riddlespringer. Nobody in double digits for Alton. This one's a line drive miss. Bradley has the rebound though. Back to Riddlespringer. Baseline gives to Bradley. Up and no good, but fouled as he went hard to the rim.
Boy, Alton doing a very nice job now of getting some hands on some missed shots. For about 2+ quarters, they were having all kinds of problems with that. Now they're doing a much better job of it, and that's Anderson's 4th foul.
Bradley way off the mark on that free throw. He's 0 for 3 in the game.
He hasn't been close on any of his free throw attempts. I think, trust me, Mike Waldo will know that if this is a tight game down the stretch and if he needs to foul somebody, you can be rest assured he's going to remember Tony Bradley.
Second free throw good. That breaks the tie. Redbirds up by a point, 38-37. Alton with their first lead in this 4th quarter. Here's Triggs with it. Bounces to Haber. He took an extra step in the lane and got away with it.
Boy, he had a shot there, too. I don't know why he didn't go up with the basketball.
All the way down to Triggs, and Bradley had a steal, but he tipped it out of bounds, and Bradley says that Triggs was over my back there.
They did a good job of denying. They tried to lob that one inside, and I don't know why they were trying it there because it just was not there.
5:35 to go. Lots and lots of time left here. 1-point game, 38-37 Redbirds.
Who wants it?
Who wants it more? Alton had a 1-point lead in the 3rd quarter. Triggs inbounds, tried to tap it back to Siebers, but he tapped it out of bounds.
Yeah, instead of tapping it to his left, he just taps it straight out of bounds. And I don't know if Siebers was even ready for that. He was looking, looked like he was looking the other way. It wasn't a good tip to begin with. I think he just lobbed that thing in there and was expecting Triggs to go straight up with it. Winds up being a turnover.
5:33 to go as the Redbirds bring it up the floor with a 1-point lead. Lumpkins into the front court. Mikkel Lumpkins to the right corner. Will dribble out of trouble. Now Riddlespringer to McDouglar. Now Scruggs left side. Dorian Scruggs will back it up. Bounce it to Levon McDouglar. McDouglar dribbling out of trouble. And timeout Lane Bennett. Alton timeout here.
I think he was sensing a 5-second call there, and he wanted to bail McDouglar out there.
Give it to a guard, he's saying. He's yelling, give it to a guard. 30-second timeout for Alton. Redbirds leading 38-37. 5:11 to go in the game, and still anybody's game. At halftime, it was a 3-point game. Edwardsville led 22-19. After 3 quarters, we were tied at 34-34. Also tied at 36, tied at 37. Now it's 38-37.
It's going to go down to the wire. I mean, it's been 1, 2, 3 points for the majority of the game. Alton needs to take care of the basketball here. You get a 2-point basket here, you're up by 3. You somehow get a 3-pointer here, you get yourself a 2-possession lead.
Here's Riddlespringer with it. He'll back it up and find Bradley. Gives it right back to Riddlespringer with 5 minutes to go in the ball game now. Riddlespringer drives into the lane, and he traveled at the free throw line. Extra step.
If he could have just set himself, I think he was going to get the defender to go by him there, and he was going to have himself a nice little easy 5-footer in the lane, but he dragged that back foot. First turnover of the quarter. It's a big one for the Redbirds. Now Edwardsville again seesaw game. Their turn with a chance to take the lead themselves here.
Two big men back in too. Triggs 6'6", Edmonds 6'8" for the Tigers. Here's Triggs, guarded by Bradley, who has 4. Now Siebers with it, guarded by Riddlespringer. 4:38 to go, timeout. Coach Mike Waldo and the Edwardsville Tigers with a 30-second timeout. They have the ball, trailing Alton by a point.
Well, and taking a 30-second timeout here. They're going to get the ball here on the left wing. Curious what kind of a play Mike Waldo's going to design here. I just wonder if they're going to try to start feeding the ball inside to Triggs again. They just haven't been able to. They just haven't been able to do that much. Alton doing a good job of taking him away and taking that part of the game away from Edwardsville. Really forcing these guards to make plays out here. And I'll tell you what, somebody that we haven't heard much of in this second half is Roundtree.
That's
one
true.
Three-pointer. You wonder if they're going to set something up for him here.
The Redbirds' only points here in the fourth quarter are from the free throw line. 4 out of 6 from the line for Alton here in the fourth quarter. 4:28 to go. They give it to the right, and a foul called at the baseline there. Looks like it's going to be Scruggs.
Weak side help, and he was about a step late. They've timed that really well. He was about a step late that time, and just a bump on Triggs. Now he's going to shoot one in the bonus here. It's a 19 foul. Next one, and Tigers will be in a double bonus the rest of the way.
Free throw in the air. It's good. We're tied again. 38-38. Triggs.
How many times have you said that tonight? We're tied again.
A lot.
Have you kept count?
No, but it's a lot. And Triggs with a lot of free throws, too. Every quarter. All 4 quarters, he's at the line again.
Here comes number 10.
In the air. Good. 2 for 2 for Triggs.
Number 5, Anderson.
Got 14 points in the game. All but 6 from the line.
8 out of 11 from the line. Here's Riddlespringer down to Bradley. Inside. Good. And 1. He waited for the defender to go by, and then he put it off the glass and in. Triggs with a foul.
Well, they're making that look too easy. Alton getting the ball and getting the ball inside. Way too easy for Edwardsville's liking there. And a big basket for Bradley. Now let's see if he can complete the three-point play.
Triggs with his 4th foul. Bradley misses the free throw.
Not even close.
Alton with a 1-point lead. Now it's their turn.
You're right. That's a big foul in the game.
40-39. It's Alton's turn to take a 1-point lead. Down to Triggs it goes. Triple teamed. Matthews stripped it away. Scruggs the other way. Foul, and he threw it up, and it almost rolled in off the rim.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's just another bad turnover by Triggs. He's catching the ball, and he's holding the ball down at his waist. That's easy pickings for these Redbirds aggressive defenders. That's exactly what they're looking for. And Matthews just stepped in there and knocked that thing away.
Scruggs free throw, no good. He'll shoot again.
Boy, they're going to kick themselves for all these misses that they've had in this half in particular.
In this fourth quarter already. 4 for 8, it looks like, in the quarter. Scruggs again. This one's good. 41-39. Redbirds by 2 points. That's a huge lead here. Edwardsville basketball. Riddlespringer on Haber. Haber picks up his dribble, gives to Roundtree. Bradley and Triggs battling down low, and Alton with a foul out high. It's Lumpkins. Second foul on him.
Just not a good place to pick up a foul. You had him double teamed there.
Roundtree to the line, 10 points in the game, 2 threes, 2 for 2 from the line.
Double bonus time. Chance to tie the game.
Free throw, good. Now he shoots for the tie at 41-41.
In the lineup for Edwardsville.
Roundtree with 11 now.
Number 31, Carroll.
Carroll checks in for Coach Waldo, and Quincy Morgan, number 3. Triggs in there still. Roundtree at the line. In the air, and he missed it. Scruggs with the Alton rebound.
And here we are again at a 1-point game.
1-point game again. Bradley high post, hands it to Riddlespringer. Back to Bradley. Finger roll, good!
They're making the most of their possessions here in this fourth quarter. And again, just way too easy for Alton to make something happen there. Mike Waldo's going to talk about it.
Timeout Tigers in a give and go. Bradley to Riddlespringer. Back to Bradley. It's 43-40. Redbirds by 3. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Listen to what people are saying about the Bank of Edwardsville.
It is a pleasure for me to bank at the Bank of Edwardsville.
Your entire staff was professional, thorough, and very helpful.
I was told I would be taken good care of, and that was the understatement of the year.
Because of the excellent service I received, I transferred both my savings and checking accounts to the Bank of Edwardsville.
We appreciate the dedication the bank provides.
And that's why I work at the Bank of Edwardsville.
State Farm serves over 75 million auto, fire, life, and health policies in North America. And in the Riverbend area, Tom Lane is the newest face of State Farm. With 10 years' experience, a highly trained staff, and a good neighbor attitude, he provides his customers with exceptional knowledge and service. Call 377-8912 or visit them on the web at tomlaneagency.net today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Got to make some free throws, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 3-point game, but they're 5 for 9 from the line in this quarter. It's barely over 50% in a close game. It's not what you're looking for, but they've hit 2 shots in this quarter, both by Bradley, and they have both been very timely.
It's been a long time since somebody had a 3-point lead. Tigers with a 3 to tie it. Miss, rebound, tipped around. Siebers with a long rebound.
Well, good play there. I didn't see who was the tip. I think it was Roundtree with the tip.
Inside, good, and 1, and Bradley fouls out of the game as Haber went to the rack.
Boy, where did that come from? He's had opportunities to score before. Haber at that time very aggressive going to the basket. Nice job of holding the ball to his back shoulder, getting Bradley to commit. And boy, that's a tough loss for Alton. That's going to lose some size on the inside now, and you're right. Bradley, 5 points all in the fourth quarter. He's going to foul out here with 3:05 to go.
So plenty of time left, but Bradley's finished. And Haber with his first points of the game. 3-point try to tie the game at 43 all. It's in the air and good. 43-43.
Say it.
We're tied again. Haven't been tied since 37.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
43-43
I thought you
now.
were going to say we haven't been tied since the last possession.
This possession, Alton can take the lead again. 2:48 to go. Redbirds ball. Out to McDougler. Gives to Lumpkins.
It's all about execution now. I mean, we're getting into the nitty-gritty time here.
Scruggs with the dribble. Looking for help. Nobody out on him, though. McDougler has it. Gives to Scruggs. To the glass. Layup. No good. He missed it. And Triggs was in the area, but did not get his 5th foul.
Boy, it was there, too, for Scruggs to knock it down. But I think just Triggs' presence there affected his shot.
Edwardsville ball, tie game, 2:13 to go.
He wouldn't hold this for the final shot, would he?
He would. He's done it before. I don't know about now. 2 minutes left. Triggs holding the ball in the center circle. And guarding Triggs is Riddlespringer. I don't know if they're going to switch up.
Talk about a mismatch size-wise.
McDougler may want to take him. But
I would agree.
We'll see.
Doesn't look like it.
Haber has it. Lumpkins on him. 1:44 to go. Now they give it on the wing to Quincy Morgan. Back to Siebers here. Matthews guarding him. 1:33 left. Siebers to Roundtree. Double teamed. Gives back to Siebers. Riddlespringer on him. Back to Triggs. Back to the timeline. 1:21 to go in the game.
I don't know if Lane Bennett's wanting him to pick up the pressure defensively or what.
Well,
I'm trying to read his body language, and I can't.
They've held the ball for over a minute now. Triggs all the way down, and he knocked down somebody in the lane. No call.
McDouglar.
Wow, that should have been his 5th foul.
Could have been.
Edwardsville ball underneath. They throw it underneath. Triggs in the corner, and they save it with 49 seconds left, and Lane Bennett can't believe it. Timeout, Edwardsville. Lane Bennett is near the center circle talking to one of the officials.
I think he's just wanting to know why wasn't there a charge called. I thought there should have been. Boy, Triggs went in there very aggressively.
Like a bull.
McDouglar took the brunt. And I think if he would have went straight up with the shot, he may have gotten the call, but he may have bailed himself out with the kick out to the right wing. I don't know, though. There was still plenty of contact there, but no call was made, and Triggs stays in the game with 4 fouls.
43-43, timeout here with 49 seconds left in the game, and Triggs just took off from the center circle and with his head down went all the way to the basket.
Well, he smelled an opportunity to get to the basket, and there was a seam there for him, but McDouglar got in there quickly, established his ground, and set himself. And once Triggs saw him there, I think he wanted to retreat, but he's such a big guy, big, strong guy. He kicked the ball out to the corner to Roundtree, and 49.5 seconds left. Boy, they've held the ball for a long time there.
About a minute and a half.
Yeah, Mike Waldo wanted to get a timeout just to get his players composed for this last stretch here. And if they held the ball that long, I'm sure they're going to try to hold it here for one final shot.
They throw it in. 45 seconds left. Lumpkins out. Now Scruggs out to guard Tommy Anderson. Anderson to Siebers. Edwardsville ball, 35 seconds left in the ball game, and we are tied. Edwardsville ball, right side, Tommy Anderson now. Now we're down to 24 seconds left. Scruggs hounding Tommy Anderson. Now he gets the ball off to Roundtree with 15 seconds left in the game. Siebers has it again. Here we go. 10 seconds left. Haber with it, trying to get it to Triggs. In the baseline, fires it up, it rolls in! It rolls in! It rolls in! And there were about 2 or 3 seconds left when he called timeout. It now says 0.6 left, and a fadeaway from the baseline hit the rim, hit the glass, and went through.
Boy, I don't know if that was the shot that Mike Waldo designed, but wow, what a big shot for Triggs. Falling away, like he said. That thing got every part of the rim and somehow was able to go down. I glanced up quickly when that thing went in, and I saw 2.6 seconds left. Now, I don't know if that's when Alton called the timeout, but when the ball went through, that's when I looked up at the clock and saw 2.6. Now, I see 2:30 on the clock right now. There's obviously not 2:30 left. I don't know if they're going to put 2.3 seconds back on the clock here, but this is going to be tough for Alton. This isn't the NBA. They're going to have to go the length of the court here. They get the timeout. It's not like they can get it right here in front of us. They're going to have to take this thing the length of the court. It's going to be awfully difficult to do.
Well, how many photo finishes have we seen for the Redbirds this year? And again, this is just halfway through the conference season. There's still 7 more to go, as this is game number 7 in the conference.
Let's put it this way. You could take a freshman in high school, and by the time he gets to his senior year, I don't think a player would have this many photo finishes in a 4-year high school career as this team has had in a half a season. It's amazing.
And normally they've been winning those 2-point games more than they've been losing. They lost to Carbondale by 2, to Belleville East by 2, lost to East St. Louis by 3 at the buzzer, beat O'Fallon by 2, beat Belleville West by 2, beat Dunlap by 1 at the Centralia tournament. Last Friday night, though,
last Friday, yeah.
40-38, Alton over Belleville West. Looks like we're going to have back-to-back timeouts here. 2.3 seconds left. Some folks have left the gymnasium, but others standing everywhere, both sides of the court. And the Alton Redbirds still listening to Lane Bennett, still sitting in the chairs, and we'll see who they bring out on the floor, down by 2 points now.
Well, the one thing Mike Waldo's telling his players here, for goodness sakes, don't foul. Whatever you do, don't foul. There's 2.3 seconds left on the clock. It's going to take one heck of a pass, probably 2 passes, to get off any kind of a decent shot for Alton here to get a win. And that's asking to do 3 things in 2.3 seconds. Can it be done?
And I don't know if the Redbirds, if they were fouled, would be able to hit 2 out of 2, because 5 out of 9 in the quarter from the line.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens. Matthews is the trigger. Scruggs, Riddle-Sprigger, Elliott, and Lumpkins on the floor. Riddle-Sprigger has it, fires it to Scruggs. 3 at the buzzer, off the back iron, no good. Scruggs from the left side with a 3, and it went off the back iron at the buzzer.
Can you believe that? That would have been good, too. Can you imagine if you win a game like that? That would have been one heck of a finish for Alton. Boy, they did everything right on that. 2 quick passes, and they did get a good look.
Tic-tac-toe, Matthews to Riddle-Sprigger, cross-court to Scruggs' left side.
What a great pass by Riddle-Sprigger, man.
Fired up a 3 at the buzzer, and it would not go. Tigers 45, Redbirds 43. Back with a postgame in a moment. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of tonight's game is brought to you by Alton Memorial Hospital, the best health care close to home. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. United Methodist Village, where living is easy. Weber Granite City Chevrolet. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all your protection under one roof. St. Anthony's Health Center, innovation, commitment, compassion. First Cloverleaf Bank, we're better together. Alton Sports Tap, sports, food, and good times. The Bank of Edwardsville, the people you know and trust. And by Roberts Motors, the value store since 1949.